All right, we had a great program today here at the Addison Convention Center. Great venue. It was software as a service and how you can implement IT service management in that kind of a platform. We had one of the premier vendors, ServiceNow, give a presentation of how this trend is going to continue and grow. And then we had a great case study from a DFW headquartered company, Santander, who's in a very economic trying business of financing auto dealerships for their loans. And they talked about how they were able to rapidly implement itSMF and how they're able to drive the value to the business. And that's really what our league is focused on, is expanding and evangelizing that message that IT service management based on the IT infrastructure library framework can bring real value, quick returns, and sustainable value to demonstrate to business what IT is doing for them.
We've been involved with itSMF for the past 2 years, and starting back in June we really started making an effort to attend more of the regional events. We find them very useful for prospecting, for getting out and finding out what's important to members of itSMF. We're an itSMF software vendor, so this is a wonderful group for us to know more. The presentation today is on software as a service. Some of the misconceptions that people might have on software as a service, defining it, describing what it is, and comparing it to the ASP model, an ISV model, an MSP model, and then your standard client-server applications as well.
My presentation is on how we implemented software as a service in our company. Some of the points that I'm going to cover in my presentation is primarily going to be the processes that we use and how we use it with the software that we've implemented.
And one of the things that we found with implementing software as a service is it's customizable on the fly, and I can sit and do that. So if our director of operations says, I want this application or this field, or I want you to create a whole new workflow for me, I can sit down and do it right on the fly with very little training. I actually, with help from Brian and very few phone calls and help from Dan, I taught myself.
So if we look forward, in February, we're going to progress the idea of having themes around the whole meeting so it permeates through the program, not just the speakers, but through the sponsors and the gifts. So February, in the spirit of what we did last year in April of having a session focused on the membership, this one's about how can you market yourself in your career, in your professional development. What do you need to have in your own personal toolbox that extends beyond the workplace, 10 to 12 hours, you're there Monday to Friday. So it's about itSM and your career and branding yourself. We're going to have coaches, executive coaches. We're going to have itSM focused recruiters and training there as sponsors.
I want to invite everybody to the Dallas-Fort Worth Local Interest Group. We have a great schedule of events for 2009. It's a combination of IT service management processes, people, practitioners, vendors who are going to talk for the year. So don't miss it. Come to the itSMF DFW Local Interest Group meeting.